But anyway, on today's show, we're going to be talking about Women's CCS League. We're joined by our guest Bella and our lovely guest co-host Ems and Gas as usual.
Hello.
And Gas.
Except from last. Yeah. But anyway, I want to hop straight into this. Well, actually, no, I don't want to hop straight into it. I want to announce two things quickly. Yesterday, the new T3H hoodies became available in, you know what? I'm so glad everyone likes them. Me and Em spent a lot of time designing them. And now they're out. It's fun.
It was fun. It was
Yay.
really fun. Yeah.
And also, Candy Lashes, has been announced to the stream team. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Gas just wants to get into this.
Yeah.
He's like, I have opinions. I want him to be heard.
I must speak them.
I mean,
Alright.
we're going to get into it. So, Women's CCS. Obviously, it's a good thing. Just looking at it without getting too deep into it, it's a good thing for women who want to participate in esports. Who would like to take the floor with that?
I want to let them talk first.
Yeah. Right.
Them.
Both of you.
Bella and Ems.
Bella
They're
and
not
Ems.
them.
We have names, Gas.
Yes. They're
The
not just
ladies.
they're not just
Please.
objects.
You didn't say it.
What?
Alright. Then no.
The two it's.
I mean,
I swear, there's going to be a witch hunt for you by the end of this show.
That's fine by me.
I mean,
Not unless I convince you all.
I think it's a good one. I don't know. I don't know really. There's good things about it, and then there are also downsides about it.
Yeah.
I can see where people are coming from about how we do so much to not separate genders,
Yeah.
as to speak. And so I think that is very much a downside. We are separating the genders, but I think it's what pushes that aside is it's a good way to give females in Siege the confidence
Yeah, to start
take
playing.
that step.
Yeah.
To take that step into comp. Some of them maybe not have the confidence because they've not been given that opportunity to, or what we spoke about the other week, where
With
they've been made
this,
feel like
yeah.
they don't belong, type thing. And so I think it's
Yeah. I get what you're saying. That's the thing, though, is it's kind of taking them out of the scene where they can, a lot of toxicity is in pro games and stuff. You see a lot of toxicity in the chat, and that's one thing I'm worried about it, is if it's streamed, it's just going to be a bunch of toxic people in the chat.
What people don't bear in mind is
Yeah.
this is the gate opening up for females to be able to step into comp, and it's not ESL, it's CCS.
Yeah.
For starters.
Yeah.
And this is the step that they can take and prove that they can do it, and a lot of eyes will be on them. So there will be teams out there that are involved in ESL that'll be like, that's a really good player, we can pick them up. And
It's kind of good
hands
for
down-
scouting out players, I
definitely.
get what you mean.
And hands down to Goddess, she's the only female that's ever been on ESL Pro League,
Yeah.
and this is her chance to step back and say, I proved we can do it, and now I'm here to support other females that aren't as confident as I was. And so
Well, what I think is that, it is 2019, right?
Mm.
Now, I'll agree to the point, if there was a CCS saying males only, there would be a hell of a lot of drama over
yeah.
that, going like, oh, why are you excluding females, blah blah blah. So in that way, I can kind of see why people are reacting to it, because you're supposed to include genders, doesn't matter, blah blah blah. I can see that, because if it went all male, then that would be a very negative thing. However, considering how much toxicity and how you know, females, we playing, we still get, like, if we talk in game, we still get, we've been in this, like, playing,
Yeah.
talking in LambCast before, we get so much shit. So on the other hand, this is
Absolutely.
an opportunity for, you know, the female part of the community to be able to play and compete without having to be worried about comments from teammates or from, you know, opposite teams because they are
Yeah.
female. Now, yeah, they're gonna get, probably gonna get a lot of comments in stream chats and so on and so on.
Mm.
That's, to be honest, it's really sad to say it, but that's just, we're used to it. That's part of being female.
Yeah,
It's
no,
really, that's really sad.
that's the online world at this point, and it's not good. Like, you mean, every day you're getting people facing, you know, death threats and shit. Like, you know, it's a bit fucked.
People have been saying for the longest, to like Goddess, for example, they've been saying we don't know how you put up with it. And you know, when Goddess plays, or she goes into the Pro League chat, for example,
Yeah.
like she gets so much said to her, and it's really nasty shit. And people honestly don't understand what she goes through and the mental health that, like, you know, how her mentality about it all, it affects her. And I think, you know, this is a stand to say it's not okay what you're saying, and we're going to prove it by doing a women's league. But then again, like Latin America, they've got a women's league already. They've had one for a good few years. So the rest of the regions are quite behind on this, to be fair. And I think they're just following in steps because it's very popular there in Brazil, and that it's very popular, the women's league, and they're very, very supportive. So, you know, and it's nice to see all the teams forming. You know, NA's got some very strong teams, EU's got some even stronger teams, in my opinion. And it's nice to see orgs out there are very, very interested in finding themselves a roster.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's really good news.
I mean, it's good because they're trying to be more inclusive as well, you know?
Yeah, and until the, you know, until we can accept that there are both females and males playing and can play on a pro league, until then, this is how we're gonna have to do it. Because, you know, it's you can, yeah, we want to be inclusive, we want to, but until it actually is inclusive, and it's not like, you know, say Goddess, right, whilst unseen, she gets comments on how she looks, not how she plays, but how she looks, or that, oh, why is she doing there, she should be in the kitchen. So yeah, if it was as I said before, if it was like an all male CCS, there would be drama. But then again, males don't get that. We don't, like, when we watch Pro League, we don't go, oh, he looks this in the jersey, oh, he should be here, he should be fixing the car, he should be doing that, he should be doing that. So I think that until, you know, people actually accept that it's a player, like I've seen this before, it's like, I'm not a player, I'm not a gamer girl, I'm a gamer. Like, until you accept that, this is how we have to do it. There's no other way for women to feel comfortable playing at that level. It's not, and it is CCS, you know, but it's difficult for women to feel comfortable enough to reach out and try and play on a competitive level, because you know.
It was also interesting to see the comments from known people who ended up being sexist towards the announcement of a women's league, and it was very interesting to see the true colours of people. I mean, I got into a dispute a couple of weeks ago with a very known streamer and YouTuber because he is completely sexist, and he doesn't hide it, and he kicked off at CCS because they're doing a women's league. I
mean, that's fucked up. Like, you know, you can have your opinions, right? But just don't be blatantly fucking sexist and bitter about it. But like,
I even heard there was this I don't remember who it was. It doesn't matter. But it was a female streamer.
Yeah, who was saying about it causes a divide or some shit.
Yeah, but there was a female streaming, right? And you know, she it doesn't really matter how she looked. Like, she was a beautiful girl. But then there was like a few guys going like this and this and that, and you this and you that. And a comment was made where a person said, well, men are allowed to let themselves go, but socially women should keep themselves looking nice and fit and have makeup on. Like, it was socially accepted for men to let go, and then but the women still had to, like Stepford Wives. You watched that?
If that's the case, then I'm screwed. In all honesty, like holy
No, but
shit.
that's like what people do. Like, yeah, you get in a relationship. Okay, when you get in a relationship, right? You let yourself go a bit because you don't have to hunt. But apparently, males can just let themselves go because that's socially accepted. But women still have to do the hard work and keep like. I know we're going a bit off track as to what we're
Yeah.
supposed to talk about, but it all like connects. It
Yeah,
really does.
Because these are the things that are going to start being said in the Twitch chat and and on Twitter when when the league starts. Like, this is the things that is said, and it's not right. And
Honestly,
I say
what also made me kind of a bit kind of disgusted at the same time. But there's people that kind of are joking. Well, not necessarily. It's joking about changing gender to play in the league, like treating it as a joke, if you get what I mean.
but it's not a joke though, is it? And
Oh, how's he, Rex?
people don't don't understand that this affects people's daily lives. Like, it's so hard. People say to you, oh, whatever happens online, just forget about it. Take
But
it
you
with a pinch
can't.
of salt. You can't. No, you can't.
Because the difference between real life and the internet is on the internet it fucking lingers.
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't just go away. Nothing can go away in the internet.
I think that what's good about this CCS for women is,
Nice.
instead of one woman playing with 4 boys or 4 men, sorry, she'll get all the attention, all the unwanted attention.
Yeah.
Whilst if she plays with 4 other women against 5 other women, it's easier to, come out of your shell because you won't just be judged just you because you're a woman. It sounds really bad, but they're gonna judge all of you instead of just one, and it's really shit. But it's how it is. But again, it's easier for a girl then to like, I'm not in this by myself. I'm not gonna have to deal with this by myself. I've got my team, and my team knows what I'm going through, and they'll stick up for me, and I'll stick up for them.
Yeah.
Basically. So in that way, I think it's good because will probably see players, really good female players, who have maybe not, felt confident enough.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, it does bring attention away from individuals, but at that point, people are gonna, just target teams instead. It's not gonna stop.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. You're gonna target.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be so much toxicity and so much, nastiness being said. You can deal with it as a team instead of feeling like you have to deal with it, individually.
Because you have people there that are getting the same shit.
Definitely, totally agree with that.
So So
I think,
you win like a team and you lose like a team, and you deal with the bullshit and the stupid comments as a team.
I think this is a good point for me to interject.
Okay.
Come on, say your word.
So I'm gonna go a little bit back so I can just lay out my thoughts on the whole thing. My initial disagreement with the whole thing was essentially its initial creation with it, because personally, I actually, as backwards as it might sound, especially since it's made by, it was created by Goddess, correct? Jess. Okay.
Yeah. Pen.
I actually kind of find the whole thing kind of disrespectful to women, to be honest. Mainly because it's essentially saying to women, it's too hard for us to compete here, so let's make our own thing and compete on our own. That's essentially what they're essentially saying by creating this.
I don't think it is. I just think it's the fact that most teams don't give women the opportunity to even try out for a team, let alone play at that level. And this is why I said that this is a good step forward in opening the gate so women can get onto that platform.
There are teams that actually stop women from actually participating.
I'm not saying that's 100% true, but I'm just saying that's how I feel about it. You know, that women don't get the opportunities to try for that. So this is their gate opening up to say that they can play at that level, and it's going to.
Where do they not get the opportunities?
I didn't say. I just said it. I don't know if it's 100% true. It's how I feel.
I know a lot of female players who can, you know, smack a lot of players who are in teams.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, and to say it's disrespectful towards women, no, it's not meant to do. It's meant to be, you know, a forum for women to play in an environment where they don't have to deal with toxicity from their own teammates and the opposite team, as well as, you know, spectators and viewers.
Yeah.
And if you see, like, Goddess is the only, you know, female who's been.
She's the only one in the limelight, right? But she's not the only.
I mean, she's not the only one. If you want to, you know, if you want to sit here and tell me that the only female in the world who can play pro in R6, that's Goddess.
Yeah,
she's an amazing player. She is, but that's not true.
Yeah, no. What I'm trying to say is it's not just in this game. Like on Siege, yeah, she may be the only female pro in the limelight for Siege, but there's many other games that have female professional players. If you know what I mean, like I'm not just basing.
Yeah, but I think R6 is for some reason an especially toxic community.
Yeah. I mean, it's all ex-CSGO players who are toxic as fuck.
This is why I also think it's kind of just misguided, because even though it's trying to attempt to essentially mend this sort of problem with the toxicity that's in the community, I don't think it's going to help at all. Because essentially what it's creating is essentially now all the people who are essentially sexist towards women on occasion when they will meet them will now essentially have a place to go to. Because a lot of the toxicity that these female players encounter, and yes, like you said before, it is better if they do handle it as a team, because
Yes? I think he died.
Rip.
I think he died.
But at the same time, you have to remember that gas isn't.
You died.
Hold on. Then you.
Like, Gaz, you're saying that it's disrespectful towards women, while two women are sitting here saying that we are happy about it.
Wait. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right, so that was my internet. Where did you lose me at?
I don't know. I don't know where we lost you, but
start over again.
Basically, this is another reason why I think the creation of it is in some sense misguided. I don't really care if it's created at all in general, because in normal sports that's been a thing for years, so that's not really an issue. The thing is that like even its mission is to try and essentially mend the toxicity that's in the Siege community, right? But what it's essentially doing is creating a platform for essentially all the people who are sexist on occasion to women or to specific individuals or whatever, to essentially go to a certain place to specifically be toxic to them. And yes, like you said before, it is better if they are a team, because then there's people who can sympathize with them. That is true.
Or maybe it is a platform where they can go and they go like, shit, these girls are fucking good. I better shut my mouth, because if not, I'm gonna get smacked.
That's true, but they can see that in other teams as well, just as easily.
What other teams?
I don't know.
Like, if there's one girl, it's so easy to single out one girl and be like, oh, you should be in the kitchen. Like, I even had an incident like a few weeks ago where I was told he was gonna come kill me because I was feeding, and I should be in the kitchen. I should get killed because I was playing a game. Like, it's that.
And
bad.
again, and this is just going to create a platform for all the people to go over there and just say that shit liberally.
Do you think they're going to be able, or you're going to dare even say that in Twitch chat? Let's say it's a Twitch and it's stream, right?
Yeah, they are.
They're gonna get banned faster than you can snap your fingers, because it's just no, we're not.
And they're gonna keep getting banned. And that's fine. The thing is, that's going to create a platform for that to happen. Yeah. And I lost my train of thought. point is, like, it's gonna essentially create a platform for them to essentially just go and beat on them.
I'm
And
sure
I
there
mean-
will be a lot of people who's gonna be there just to be nasty, but you know, hey ho, ban gone. So we continue. I
Yeah.
think that it's more about it's a lot about
It's more
just
about
the
yeah
girls
breaking them
being
into
allowed.
the
Yeah,
competitive
like let the
scene.
girls be just let them play.
Yeah, and that's
you know,
fine.
whatever toxicity they want to do in chat, they're gonna be busy.
and that's fine. But I'm saying that the its intent is misguided, because it's trying to mend the toxicity when it won't be able to do that. Because again,
I don't know if that's the intent. I think the intent is more to let the girls give the girls chance to play in an environment that's not as toxic. Now, whatever people say in Twitch chat, they're gonna be too busy, you know, playing the game to see that. Yeah, there's gonna be probably tons and tons of comments in the chat. Absolutely, there will be, but at least they don't have to deal with it in chat, in game, and they can show off their potential.
They will be.
And I bet you some of them are probably gonna be contacted afterwards with an offer.
and that's
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
But the thing is that, like, in terms of mending the toxicity, it's not really gonna help at all, because
No,
you're essentially creating a bubble. Because again, if what you said, then if that toxicity doesn't happen, then how is that supposed to change the overall status of it? Because it's essentially just creating a bubble where, instead of like fighting the issue head on and trying to eliminate the toxicity that's in the community and trying to individually try and, you know, eliminate all these problems and just try and like and fight against that stereotype.
Lurk.
But even if
Hello.
it doesn't make it
Connor,
better, the
Zerex,
toxicity, at
all
least
of
the
them.
girls get to play and
Hope you're
potentially,
doing
you
well
know,
today.
they
And that's
Seeing all
fine.
your
what they're-
stuff. I'm just waiting
But
till later
even,
on to do
even
the
if you've done that,
segment
if the
where I
girls
read
have
out
shown,
stuff
you
and,
know, what
you know,
their-
get
what
questions
their
for
skill
the
is,
guests.
and they've been picked up, and the toxicity is still the same after we're over CCSW, then it's still a win. It's still a win,
yeah.
in my opinion.
I mean, like, if it's allowing women to get out there improving themselves in potentially getting picked up by orgs to play in ESL teams, like, you know.
That's a win, in my opinion. And we will never get rid of the toxicity. There will always be men, and probably females, you know, who are.
I mean, right, listen, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, right? All I'm gonna say is women can be as toxic as men. Women are toxic to women. In one instance, Bella, I remember on episode 3, where you were telling me about an incident where a woman was talking shit to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It happens, you know, and I just want to go back on something Gaz said about
take 4.
trying to confront the toxicity, and did you say something about how you don't think it's gonna work or something?
I don't think it'll help.
But you said something about how, I'm trying to get my wording out right now. About trying to face the toxicity, and it shouldn't be done or something, or it should be done a different way.
It should be faced head on.
And I feel that this is a way that they're trying to like face it head on. You know, I think this is a good step in the right direction to try and face it and to try and, you know.
I mean, I don't think it's head on, because they're essentially just leaving the main pool, I guess you could say, and going and making their own, which isn't facing it head on.
So what other options are there?
To keep going strong, to keep trying.
But they was doing nothing about it before.
What do you mean?
We're not keep going strong. Nothing's happening. Like,
yeah, they was doing nothing towards the toxicity towards females before.
Yeah, because the help for female, you know, pros who want to actually, you know, improve a lot has to be changed.
This is what happened before, right? And obviously the only person we can fall back on is Goddess, right? So she's been threatened. Her family has been threatened. She's had stuff sent to her house. She's been doxxed. She's been. I'm pretty sure she's all been threatened with the SWAT team. Like, and nothing got done about it because she is the only female.
And something needs to be done about it. That's
And
the thing.
I think that this is a good step in the right direction to do something about it.
Better to do this than to do nothing.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
they did
to be
nothing
honest, it
before.
was going
Perhaps,
nowhere.
but that's the thing. Like you said, it's bad that nothing was done, and that's where it should be fixed.
But no one's fixing it.
That's what needs to be fixed. Someone needs to get on that. I don't know who,
And I'm
but someone
thinking that
does.
CCSW it's a way of trying to at least help out in making, you know, giving awareness and making it clear that something has to. There's only certain amount of things that the community can do before people.
Yeah, but
you know,
what if the creation of this will then just create more targets for these people to then dox more girls and to threaten them more?
I don't think it will.
I
I don't see how it
Right.
would.
Because it would
Personally,
put them in the limelight, even
Right.
more so than and like it to maybe to an earlier stage, and maybe then it as they're really small. Or I don't know. It's difficult because they
Right.
don't have the support they need yet.
let's put it
Not do
this way.
anything just because we're scared of what
Yeah.
the outcome might be. We still have to try.
Right. Okay. This is my input here. Right. It's not gonna make them bigger targets. Okay. Trust, because most of these people who are entering CCS, they either do content creation or they stream.
Mm-hmm.
So they've already got
and
that exposure.
Yeah, but if they're small, they're gonna have even less defense
But
against
they're
them.
not. So for example, you've got Team Queen, and
Yeah,
you've
this is
got
heated.
big streamers on there and YouTubers in that team,
Mhm.
and then you've got an NA team that is got and what's her name? Animosity. You've got Soha. You've got other YouTubers and Twitch streamers, big
Yeah.
streamers.
Kitty
You know,
R6 is on a
it's-
team, isn't she?
Exactly. Like, it's not as if it's small streamers going onto teams. It's not. It's actually big known people going onto teams
Yeah.
and trying this out. And I'm so damn proud of the females that are taking that step and wanting to
Yeah.
represent. Because that's what they're doing. They're representing females
Mhm.
across the
Yeah.
British community.
100%. They're trying to get their names out there more. They're trying to show that women can do the same thing in esports. I'm not saying men are particularly better. I'm not saying women are better. I'm not saying anyone's better. If you put the time in, it's equal. Unless you're Bolov. The problem is,
it doesn't come down to what you've got between your legs,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, the community has made it into that being
yeah,
and that being, significant, which is absolutely stupid. And considering the community's done that, what else can we do to get across that, it's just not okay? And if that's the way it's going to be, we're going to have to do an all-female one.
yeah,
That's the
'Cause
only way we
the
can.
issues are more with the interworkings of teams. So something has to be done in terms of like management of teams and that sort of stuff to essentially create more teams with, I guess you could say mixed genders or all females, and push them more.
Well, that's
and
maybe
support
it.
them more.
Maybe there are not
'Cause
that
it's
many
it's
females applying, basically just because they are, scared of being judged because they're female. And that's got nothing to do, an organization can be, just open-minded and don't care what you've literally got between your legs.
Mhm.
But females will maybe be a bit like, oh, maybe I shouldn't because maybe they'll judge me because I'm female and they're just gonna assume.
Well,
I'm
if
bad
the
or-
reason for this whole thing was to essentially just create like an entryway for them, then that's fine.
That's how
Well,
I feel it is.
It
yeah.
is.
It is. It's an entryway, basically.
It's a way for you get your girlfriends and play, show your potential, show what you can do, have fun whilst do no pressure. No one's gonna, there's, as I said, there's gonna be a lot of shit going on in the chat, but hey, who cares? Like that's gonna happen
Okay.
regardless.
Well, we'll see what the effects of it are, because if nothing comes of it, then I believe that the problems have to be managed with essentially the interworkings of the esports management. It's something there that's wrong. If this doesn't work, then it's something that's there that's wrong. That has to be fixed. Because if this doesn't actually help them, then
yeah, and I agree with
it's-
that. Then
it's management that has to be fixed.
Right.
in that case, the worst thing that's happened is that a good group of amazing girls have had a blast playing CCS. You know, that would be the, you know, the, the worst outcome if we can't do anything else with it. At least we've had a good group of girls playing, having fun, and entertaining, and showing off their skills.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything bad in it. Toxicity, there's gonna be anyway.
Yeah, Legs just made a really good
Yeah.
point. You know,
It is in all of esports, 100%.
yeah, it's not just Siege. You know, it is, and it's good that, you know, Siege is a game and a platform where they're trying to do something about it, and they're giving the females the opportunity to prove what they can do and show what talents they have got. And you know, people are like, oh, well, they're just gonna play it like rank and comp is completely different, in my opinion. You know, you can play comp one way, but you're not gonna play rank the same way.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
Yeah.
the thing about ranked and comp, it's a completely different environment. You know, there's more camaraderie in competitive play. And, like, you know, if something shit's happening to you, and you have a team that, you know, fucking backs you up and supports you, you know, it's everything. And whereas in ranked, you know, all you get all day is you're fucking trash, kid. Actually, just stop playing this game. Oh my god. And that's why I've taken a hiatus from Siege. I don't like the game anymore. I don't like the community. I don't like the way things have been done.
You can thank CSGO players for that.
I don't like what's happened over the past 2 seasons in regards to bugs and toxicity and, you know, fucking hackers. Oh, and yeah, I kind of did tweet about my relationship with Siege. So I tweet longer. Check it out if you haven't. But anyway, let's get back into it.
It's like when I play, you know, and we talking Siege because I'm playing, I hardly ever speak in. I don't, because as soon as I do that, you know, they're gonna judge me. They're gonna judge my gameplay. They're gonna tell me where I should be and what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. You know, so it's a good way for girls to get together and just.
Yeah.
I had it the other day. I was in a game and he goes, "Are you grill? I need a grill." And I'm like, "No, I'm a helicopter." That was my response. I was like, "No, I'm a helicopter."
I'm usually just a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Just pretend you're a 12-year-old, yeah.
I mean,
but it's that bad? Like, you know, I fear speaking in game. It's that bad.
the only time you speak in game is when you really need to.
When I really need to, and then afterwards I'll go, oh shit. And then I have Lambda to go, that's my brother. That's my 12-year-old brother.
That did happen once. The guy left instantly.
We should have that clip. We should have played that, shouldn't we?
Yeah. We haven't played it, but, you know, it's been ages. It doesn't matter anymore. No, but yeah, no, it was hilarious. And honestly, like, all I'm saying is my final thoughts on the matter. Like, we're still talking about it, but like, these are my set final thoughts. I think it's a good thing for, you know, women wanting to get into esports, but at the same time, I feel like it can turn into a breeding ground for toxicity.
It can be, but as long as it's handled well.
As long as CCS have good mods for Twitch chat, as long as they have good staff on hand to make sure.
They're very their mods I've watched in past tournaments and whatever else. Their chat's nothing like Pro League chat. No.
It's none of this show your dicks so she's 5'6" can win.
No. Like, even the copy pass is completely different in the CCS chat compared to the Pro League chat.
Is it censored as fuck? Is
No.
it toned down a bit?
They just, the viewers over there just don't do it, to be honest.
Yeah. Not the mod you need to worry about the shit, huh? Fair enough.
They know they're gonna shit up by the mods.
Fairs. Yeah, but like, as well as this, I kind of want to bring an issue to the limelight of recent. So, who remembers Alinity?
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go.
I wanted to bring this up because I find this is so bullshit.
Here comes the Twitch ban.
But yeah, no. The thing is as well, is you know she said a racial slur and she hasn't been banned for it, like on stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big yikes. That's all I'm gonna go into it.
Oh, the marvelous BIOS of Jeff Bezos.
That's all I need to say. Yeah, no, that's me done with that part. Yeah, probably am, Lerg, but you know what? We need to get the news out there. We need to get, news.
They're banning people for harassing her on Twitch, you know.
Yeah.
They're banning people who just talk about it.
Yeah, that's why
Jesus Christ.
I've only said one thing, and we're not talking about it anymore. Back to the topic.
Carry on, I'll be back then.
Yeah, okay. But, as I said, could be, the best thing that happens to fucking women in esports. But at the same time, it can be equally as bad. We don't know the outcome until we see it happen.
I'm really excited to see it. It'll be a lot of fun.
Same.
I know that a lot of organizations are like running around themselves trying to
Get
find
themselves a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see who's representing who.
Mm-hmm. Winky face.
Winky face.
No, but yeah, honestly, like, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, could be.
I think it's just gonna be one of those things where you've got to sit back and watch it.
Yeah, you just have to watch it and see what happens. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, like they were saying in chat, the average.
Karma, there is a question. Ems, there's a question for you.
Okay.
I can answer this. No comment.
No comment.
Hey. No, there is no comment on that. I don't even know.
T3H, we are looking at it. We are discussing it, and if you and Bella aren't playing, I'm leaving T3H. Yeah,
Bye
Bella.
then.
Bye.
I would love to be involved, but my IRL issues are just too unpredictable, and so I wouldn't be able to commit myself to something that I don't know if I can 100% commit to. So that's why I didn't go for it.
Nah, I'd love to do it as well, but I'd probably be told off because I got so much to do. But in regards to the org, just we'll see. Sign-ups are closing
we'll
on
see, Carl.
Sunday. First comes, first serve. So the girls need to. I know you can sign up at pre-main and you can sign up solo as well, which is really nice. And then they'll put together teams if you sign up solo, which is really good because you don't necessarily know that many girls playing. Yeah. That's another thing,
Yeah, I think that's something that's going to appeal to smaller girls that are unknown, if that makes sense. So all these pre-made teams that are already out there a lot of them are big names already. So I think for the solo signups, are definitely going to be female players that don't necessarily play with many other females.
Yo, Wayne,
but
I
they
see
want
you
to
chat.
be involved.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you in most of it.
Ella, A.
That's not even A, that's I, bro.
I. But I knew what you were saying anyway. So
yeah. I get
The
you.
women's league is also going to attract a lot of horny teenagers, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What doesn't though? To be honest.
Exactly. I mean, that's basically one of the main attractions of fucking all women's sports in real life.
Yeah.
A lot of men watch that stuff.
That's why a lot of men watch female tennis.
That's why Lamb watches it at least.
I do not watch tennis.
No, he watches volleyball. He's a man of culture.
No, I watch mud wrestling. Wait, what?
Ew.
No, but anyway, we're gonna tone it down. Hashtag most controversial episode ever.
Yeah, but we need a few of them every now and then, you know.
Yeah, we do. I mean, 7 episodes, 7 weeks of LambCast. Yikes, almost 2 months. Dab.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Get that hashtag on Twitter, please. Cult following. Get me 200 followers, because I'm doing a giveaway at the end of the month if I get reach 200 followers.
Not
What,
that
send it
far
on
off.
Twitter or Twitch?
Twitch. Twitter, I don't really care about followers.
You miss a lot of bitching, Wayne. A lot of bitching.
Oh, I was close to losing my shit at Gaz. Not gonna lie.
I mean about 40 minutes of it. But you know, we need
But-
people on both sides, you know, we need the debate because it's good. The debate causes conversation.
It'd be very,
co-
very
in conversation-
boring sitting here the whole
Yeah, no,
whole
and the thing that
nodding.
and the thing about it is conversation encourages idea. And if this doesn't work out, there's definitely going to be something in the future that's similar that might, you never know, it might work out, it might, you know.
Yeah, but you know that also falls back on what we said about opening, giving people opportunities.
Yeah, legit.
To get into other comp scenes. So if it's, you know, Prem or US Nationals or
Rally.
Pro League, Challenger League,
DreamHack.
yeah, like this will give females opportunities to join those bigger teams, and it's gonna be good for them, you know. And
Yeah.
less of the pressure will be on Goddess to prove something, I guess.
Yeah, no. It's good thing that, you know, women are getting into the comp scene.
I reckon we'll be seeing more females in teams after this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And not only that, a lot of these teams that have formed have already got coaches that are male.
Yeah.
Just putting that out
Ba-ba-bum.
Thanks to the follow monkey.
there. You know, it's not as if it's just for females. You know, they're getting in
Yeah.
coaches that are males and they're willing to help. So that's
Imagine
good.
all the filthy mansplaining they're going to be doing.
Oh god.
Oh.
In
That's
other
where
news,
you're
this
fired.
is Gaz's last episode.
Oh.
Um,
Just the big the fire hammer, you know?
so we're looking for a new co-host.
No, they're not.
I mean,
Ugh.
I miss Squeaky.
You need someone to make arguments like me.
Yeah. Then we need people like Squeaky who just talk. And talk and talk and talk. Yeah.
You've been replaced, yes, by Jordan.
Whoa. Using his real name now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Karma.
Did anyone?
Did anyone
ask
ask
them?
I mean, he's got his own podcast.
Oh my god.
He's got the own thing he's on. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Dab.
Fucking demo. That would be like crazy cats every single week.
Yeah. I don't think we would have as many viewers.
It would be a cast of talking about Team Secret.
Oh, and Navi.
Yeah, Navi.
Just the big
And how predictable T3H are.
Yeah, right.
big yikes. No, but and I don't want to like move on, but you know I want to get into a few of our segments we usually do on the show. So it's been 4 weeks since you've been last on, Bella. It's been a month. New announcements for things, games, everything. What are you excited for in the coming future?
I'm looking forward to Call of Duty still.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to that. I've still been playing Fortnite. I'm not gonna deny that. I've been playing
Hashtag
Fortnite a lot.
Fortnite. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
I am super duper excited about Life is Strange, the newest episode. Which
Oh yeah, a lot of
comes
people have
out,
been talking about that.
yeah, in 6 days.
Ooh.
And like in 1 year, they released like 4 episodes, so it's like a long wait. But they're releasing it in 6 days, which is.
I'm not sure how I feel about Siege bringing out a whole new game just for what was it called?
But Outbreak. It's just.
Yeah, the Outbreak.
I
I'm
mean,
not sure why they're bringing out a whole new game.
maybe it's to test their new engine. Maybe it's
They need
to test
They need,
new servers.
They need a new something. That's for sure.
But honestly, yeah, as I've said, I've fallen out of love with Siege a long time ago. Dab.
Like a love-hate relationship, isn't it?
And I officially kind of quit yesterday.
Yeah,
Or
okay,
2
you'll be
days ago.
playing it again tomorrow.
Yeah,
No,
bet
no.
you will.
Well, if I'm forced to, yes.
If I'm forced to.
But
Lam, you want to play? Yeah, sure.
I've just been playing Destiny 2. So excited for Shadowkeep. So excited for the new COD, especially the beta next month, where it's cross-platform, so you'll be able to play with your console friends, if you so choose.
Maybe Foot Thumbs will play then?
I will be playing with Foot Thumbs, yes. Because I miss Foot Thumbs. Hashtag.
He's dead to Deadbird.
I haven't spoken to him in ages.
Yeah, no. His PC died, remember?
No, yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah. Which was a sad.
Can we talk about that horrendous new skin they put out for Valkyrie?
Oh my
I've
god.
not seen it.
It's lazy. See all the skins they. Oh wow.
I think
wow.
it looks fun. I
Wait.
actually kind of like it. I think it's hilarious.
No, the thing about their skins is they're just lazy. They're just reskinned versions of things. Now.
Well, they gave her a new do, so I mean...
Yeah.
Well, don't they? They always give out something weird.
Yeah, no.
There's that one outfit that made her ass look 10 times bigger than what it already does look.
The elite
They need
set.
to seriously show people... They need to show, like, fucking Castle and...
I mean, I
Falcon
swear
One.
sometimes the developers are, you know, dirty horny boys. Because IQ's elite set makes her super thick.
Well, talking of elites, the rumor for next elite is Mirror.
Don't know how that's gonna go. If they don't give her
Monty needs a fucking elite!
if they don't give Mira long hair, I'm out.
We won't see him with the helmet anyway, will you?
There will no be helmet. If there is helmet,
There will
then
be no helmet.
I make decision. IQ is thick, yeah. And they made her 10 times thicker with her fucking elite set, which means someone at Ubisoft was horny
Don't it
as
make
fuck.
you sad to sit there and go like IQ is thick? She's thick 12.
Yeah, there's people that live and die by it, but you know, the Ubisoft artist who designed that elite set was a horny bastard. Let's just point it out that way.
To be fair, most of the newer sets have made most of the like female operators look bigger in sense, I guess.
In certain
Ash.
regions.
Yeah, like Ash's, for example. Ash has got a really big ass in some of hers.
I
So
don't
does
know
Valkyrie.
if I like how the way this episode has went.
Yeah, but see, they're trying to cater it to males.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where's
Yeah,
Smoke's
another
thick ass? I know, right?
He's
Yeah, I want a nice ass on Smoke, and maybe Thatcher Buck would be good with a nice ass.
I mean, they have
Oh,
nice
yeah.
asses.
yeah.
They do
Well,
have nice
LambCast
asses,
changed.
though.
This is the day LambCast changed. For the worse. I don't know. For the better. Who knows?
This is gonna be the last time I ever
Tachanka
get
does
laid
have a
on
fine ass,
LambCast.
that is true. Tachanka
Excuse me,
Bill.
Bill. You will be back in the near future.
I'm about to become the new co-host instead of Gaz. Right?
Well, yeah.
Hello, how he goes? A bit nervously.
I'll fight for the position.
Uh-huh.
No, but
A
basically,
fighter.
you know, well, I've wanted, like, this is what I meant by last week's episode. You know, I hosted it myself, because you know, some people. But you know, we had a couple of fans of the show on. You know, we talked about what was the future for LambCast, and we're focusing more on just gaming news. And we'll have a Siege segment. We'll keep the Siege element, but like, we're moving on to.
It can be difficult to keep talking about Siege for an hour and a half.
Yeah, like honestly,
At that time.
especially since you don't like the game anymore. I think I've made people hate the game more.
Yeah, I've had a few
Yeah.
people come to me like, Siege is ruined for me after I was
Bec-
in LambCast.
Yes, breaking the game one step at a time,
That's
killing
good though,
it.
because then the devs will actually be more inclined to fucking fix shit.
But obviously, you know,
I
I
think it's
don't know.
too late for them to fix
Oh
it.
no, it's too late. I swear, this season, if this season is not good, their game is dead.
You know, all I've found this season is closet cheaters,
Yeah.
and like earlier on today was in a stack with, I think there was it was in a 3-stack, 2
Yeah.
randoms, and 1 person on our team DDoS the server. Like, what the- and
Nice.
that's high plat as well. Like,
Wait, give me a minute. Going across the room. This is the first time on LambCast history. Nice, Ubisoft. Good job. Pat on the back.
Ugh.
I
Get
think
that out of
someone
your
saw me
system.
at my window. Just looks up, says, some big 6'6" cunt is just standing there clapping and shouting like a hooligan. I think I am going to go to jail. Noise complaint. You can't see me, but I'm whipping right now. Maybe stabbing, possibly. But anyway.
oh my god.
I'm
Let me
ha-
get a cameo.
Yeah,
He needs
no.
to.
I will be. I will be soon.
We
I
need
love
a
how he goes,
cam
yeah,
on LambCast.
no.
I mean, everyone knows what I look like if they go to the website. I'm on 2 pages.
He's the only one who's on 2 pages.
For now.
Oh, wait. Also, the YouTube page. YouTube one. Then I'll be on 3 pages. Also,
Alright. Are you
Yeah.
telling me that I need to start YouTube as well?
LambCast gets uploaded to YouTube after it's been
Oh, shit,
filmed.
Bella, have we put you up on the management?
No.
No, because we need to do my bio.
Nice.
I don't have a bio.
Yeah. Oh, you don't? Then why am I
Probably
not?
murder, Carver. Probably murder. No, but
We need to have a
Let me-
bio.
I mean,
Let
like-
me go. That's what Dan said the other day. Hello?
He doesn't
yeah,
have
well,
a bio.
guys. No one has a bio.
Cheeky little
Just
devil.
put, yeah, I'm not up there yet. Then
Where's my bio? Wait, did someone write me my bio? Because
I wanna
know
put a different picture
No.
up, but at the same time, like I wanna have 2 separate pictures, but at the same time, no.
yeah, I was thinking that when
I just can't be bothered, cause you know. Cool. Actually, I might when I get my new hoodie. Oh, and don't forget, hoodies are out, guys. You can buy them now at Asylum.
all of a sudden I got something to do now. Like straight into the website. I was like, we need to add Bella, and where's this bio? What are you talking about bio?
yeah, just.
What is
I
this?
was born on a rainy day.
Nice.
My dog's nudging at my chair, right? So when my dog's hungry or she wants to go out, he'll
That is
go
a loud
underneath my
keyboard.
chair. Yeah, that's
Yes.
a really loud
Keyboard loud.
Yeah.
She goes under my chair and nudges my chair to tell me she wants my attention. She's doing
That's
my
what
editing.
I
Just saying
do.
it was
Is that wrong?
1v1. Nice. Yeah, no, but other things that we should swiftly, well, not swiftly, but you know what I mean, we can talk about is, you know, how is everyone feeling about Siege after the past 7 weeks?
Love it.
Episode 1 of LambCast was a good episode. I reckon you should go back and watch it. It's also the most popular one on YouTube. It's got 69 views. Haha! Sexual joke. Edgy as fuck. Yay. We did it, boys. We did it. Yeah, but like, you know.
Who is banging on their desk?
Him! Stop! No,
That's what I
but,
say, you have to replace it.
yeah, no.
I create controversy, you need me.
Stop. We need
I can do
Squeaky
that.
because he just talks. But yeah.
Trust me, I can do that.
No
Also,
problem.
also Squeaky is away for a couple of days, doing some questionable things. This is the 3rd episode he's missed. Yoink.
So,
But he's been doing
Is-
really shit.
anyone got any speculation on what Tom's secret mission was yesterday?
Oh, it was Ember. It was the new operation.
God damn it.
I mean, Grief kind of talked about it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so we didn't like say anything. He didn't give anything away. But like yesterday, I did predict it was either going to be Ghost Recon or the new season. But it was most likely going to be the new season because they play Siege mainly. And
I don't know, because Tom's involved in the new Ghost Recon.
oh,
I know that. Don't know.
saying that I don't know. But like I was assuming it's either Ghost Recon or the new season. More the new season though, because Grief. Yeah, no, Grief. I don't know. He said it. I don't know. I just don't know, okay? Yeah, no, LambCast is getting, hard on me. I'm kidding, no. It's never getting hard on me. And, we're 3 weeks away from episode 10. 10 episode special, question mark? Or do we wait and do 100 episode special?
Do both?
100?
Hey, we're going forever.
10 or 100?
No, we'll do a 10. We're obviously first special will be 10 episodes. Because, that's the first double digits mark. That's the first time you reach double digits. 10 episode, question mark? It demands, they might from them. I don't know. But, is there anything any of you two would like to bring up? Because we usually ask people to bring things up, please.
I think we've had a good chat.
I want this episode to be longer because the last time Bella was on, she didn't even make it to an hour.
Are you saying that she's too chatty?
No,
Wow.
she only made
we've
it
been
to
on for an hour.
No, it's been 57 minutes. We got 3 minutes
for
on this
fuck-
bish.
shut
3
up.
minutes on this bish.
Shut up.
Anyway, quick fire round of questions from chat. Let's do it. Come on, quick fire questions now, please.
You on my server?
Of course. If you're not playing on Carmen's Minecraft server, then what are you doing?
I don't even know Minecraft.
Exactly. Same.
What is Minecraft?
Okay, our T4H playing the new COD comp. Let's go. Oh, I don't think we have a COD roster. We haven't had a COD roster. I don't know. Did we ever have a COD roster? Who knows? I know Claudia Sunfire, when she was in the org, used to play COD. Move on to new games. I mean, Ems, that's a good question. Are we thinking of branching out into different games?
We always are.
Yes,
We have
yes.
Gas working on several things.
Obviously, he's the esports manager, so it makes sense.
Yeah, so he's working on that. And
That is not me, by the way. That is a very similar name.
Gaz.
Yeah, that is not Gas.
Just
Eyes.
saying to
It's,
chat because
His name is Gas.
Yeah, okay. A Gas. Yeah. No, Notorious is.
I mean, MC me built for it. She was like, Jesus, me and Bella are onto World Cup now. Dab.
Yeah, you guys can build. I need to have my 11-year-old nephew, teach me.
I can't build. No idea what you're talking about. I cannot build on Fortnite.
I did it once. You know what I did? I built myself in and I couldn't get out. I was stuck there.
Yikes. Karma
That's
equals
no joke.
ninja.
That's actually true.
No, but obviously we did go a bit off track this episode, but that's okay. We're off to branching into new things. Doing shit. That's what LambCast is about. We make it interaction and shit.
And shit.
And shit. No,
And
LambCast
shit.
is not shit. If you say LambCast is shit, bite me. And also, we had a few trolls on my Twitter poll voting 1 to 2 stars.
Hurry.
Nah, but it doesn't matter anyway. I know people like the show, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be here. So dab, Anyway, anything else? Who would like to, announce something? Or do something, say what they've got coming up in the future. Bella, I heard you're streaming after the show.
I am.
Very nice.
So,
Yeah, this has been a peak meme show. But, wait, what day is it? It's the 16th. So we have next week's episode, and we have...
Make sure you click on that and follow to see Bella.
Also, if you're new here, follow, because the show's going to end soon. But you know what? I think it is a good point to end here. We've dragged it to an hour now. I'm sorry, guys. No, but
Bella wants to go streaming.
Yeah, Bella wants to stream. Everyone wants to do something. So you know what? I'm going to say some shit. Tonight, we've had a good show. We've had Bella. We've had Ems. Yes.
Yes.
Was a good show. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for coming along today. Also, Gas has been here with me as usual. Big sexy boy.
Have a good one, guys.
And I've been Lamb, and this has been LambCast. Good night.